So Abraham got $30,000 and Striker also got $30,000.
30, that happened. Because, sir, you know, sometimes I try to think about it, and you know who I want to hear. From nowhere, Abraham Attah and Striker were put in the same movie. Omu play a role. You could see them almost always together. Then backward me page could do that level. Then the other one becomes a story on its own, different story on its own. What happened? When a mama when uncle Striker who a mom didn't go school, they didn't go school.
I think a life, and I say, men can say, I'm trying to find the
Asempa
key word.
But can say shebre.
Shebre.
Destiny.
Yes, destiny. I mean, when you met Striker, no, not or that street from the beginning.
Sabra no the best.
The actual age no sooner your name, but again, infant say between
Roughly.
12 and 14.
12 and 14.
Yes.
And he was on the street.
On the street.
At that age.
He lived on the street. And according to me, he has always lived on the street.
Okay.
And see, Yababe film, no, when we saw him, and I say, I mean, you can't just take a child.
Where did you meet him?
I'm say in Crime for Baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes they go to the beach a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And see, you see, I mean, we can't use you without any parental consent. I mean, it's illegal.
Yeah.
And see, your man did the coffee. And apparently he's from a royal family. Yes.
Striker.
Your friend in need BBB, but he's from a royal family.
Oh, okay.
Enti your coffee ho and your kobo family na money. Exactly.
Like the mother, the father, the uncles.
I think he's an orphan.
Okay.
But you share ne uncles, ne grandmother, you know those people. Enti and then and I catch him so say ni ye pese ne boy ni ye they didn't call go for dia for some time I shoot to film. I'm saying no problem.
Okay.
And if I'm not wrong, one of his uncles signed off on it. Because there was a contract.
Somebody should sign, definitely.
Yes. And he was signing here. And that was the first step for us to be able to work with him. And after that, we went. There was no cause from the family, nothing.
Okay.
And when we finished the film, by the time we were not when we were fine. And when we finished again, we returned him to the family. And they catch him say, say. Now your person fanunko school. They said no problem. And again, it was a year or two, nothing from the family. Nothing.
But he was in school.
He was in school.
Okay.
But school no so because onya kura wa school da. Enti o de no school na we dwane. And
we dwane okohin.
No or share horses.
Okay.
Yeah, me fan say first some more year maybe children's park among the horses in the banner. Yeah, or until to me the horses, then at the end of the day, they will pay him.
Okay.
I think he fell in love with horses. Until he said, what does he also on the enter horse mano? So out of Nisika no because in the contract each of them after the film, so the contract was that say film you not say the film makes profit. Abraham will get 1% and Striker also get 1% from profit.
Okay. That's huge.
Yes. So Abraham got $30,000 and Striker also got $30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah, I mean those days.
Those days.
Yes.
Man. Prince. Quotasini.
But still make yourself.
And also, destiny. It comes back to destiny. $30,000.
Yeah. So Abraham had his because Ejana or Ebusia.
Okay.
He had a family, so it was given to his family. But again, I overlooked it.
Yeah.
He has supervised to make sure say it will take exactly because it's like I say at that time.
Asempa
and they knew to them. So one managing a year, I mean Yamabese. And the same thing for Striker. Striker because not we Memphis say like there was no one to entrust that amount of money. It was withheld. There was
but why didn't you guys give it to the family?
We didn't the story. There was no good relationship.
Okay.
Okay. The agreement was that it will be put in an account for him, which he signed to.
Okay.
So the account and Odi 18 it will be handed over to him, which is the right thing to do at his age, and he agreed to it. There was a gentleman called Kofi, who also worked on the film. Our school not something with Johnny. Then we can't come public. Then we'll find him. Sometimes we no on baby and my office until one on our bar. I'm saying now, sir. And again, like me said, I'm like we tried, and not once now with Johnny. Yes, I know. You can't say, is it then I need it? Sometimes he say he needs money. Okay, then Oni Kofi agrees. Okay, we will give you money every month. Okay. Every month, if I'm not wrong, maybe I might be wrong with that information, but I mean, say your money is car. Or then you call bank with him. Then they go to the bank, withdraw the money or their money.
Oh, they then.
I mean, maybe or
at that age,
or the better nyama na so one down for Sometimes say you need a phone.
Wow.
But he was in the boarding school. He didn't need anything. Nothing, because his Bibia was footed.
School no year.
There be. That was the story. I feel Obed there was one time with Johnny Hona Caleb Huno.
Okay.
And Caleb knows me. I don't make kaya me because Caleb knew me. Caleb I'm framing. The next time we saw say the guy was on GH1 granting an interview. Say Nisika B na den.
FM.
So
about out somewhere in Nisika.
Yes, about out. I rushed to GH1 and I'm busy Caleb, but you know me, why wouldn't you call me?
Asempa
I mean, like what news do you want?
It is kind of more need.
Meko and I explained there was GH1 or more me in Pennyphobia, so I explained. I went into details.
Asempa FM.
And there were media people outside ready to interview, and then they said based on what we've discussed, and ask him what I'm saying is if it's wrong, tell them.
Okay.
I know it's American request, so they realized it was a false alarm. And then we took him away, and then now it started coming out, said Nisika. Well, and then at that point, it went to, I think Miss G was involved. It went to the police station, and then immediately this kind of man, the family because the money was in the bank.
Okay.
Until Kofi went ahead to withdraw all the money and give it to the family, because
after
by then
all the
18.
controversies now. I no do 18.
No, he did 18.
Okay, so the contract.
Exactly, the money was given to him and the family at the police station, and for me that was dangerous because this is a family he barely knows, or he stayed with them until the rest is history.
How is your relationship with him now?
I think the last time I met him on the street, we spoke. Said, how are you? Or say, I mean, we are fine, but I don't mean any problem. But
who knows street and how is his condition?
I think me now I call like Kuma Udaba.
Okay.
Now but I mean, he could have been better.